The complete laser show I have put up at the end of this video, which is of 15 minutes in totality. But first, let us understand how to reach Isha Yoga Center, Coimbatore. You first have to reach Coimbatore by flight or by train. The laser show is crowded and video recording is allowed. You can come here, see the laser show, and go back. That is one thing that you can do. The other thing is for you to go inside to the various other centers of experience. To get information about that, you will first have to go to the welcome point and get the map and other details. Remember to photograph these details which are given to you, because the details are many and everything is very, very strictly time bound. What I found essential to experience was the Dhyanalingam, which is a globular space in which you just sit and meditate. There are prayers twice a day. You can join for that also. Strict silence is maintained, and basically, you have to meditate yourself. And the feeling was very, very peaceful and centering. The other place which I would highly recommend is the Chandrakund for ladies, and I believe there is Surya Kund for men. Now, in the Chandrakund, you enter a water body, and which has the Shivalingam in the center. There is also a huge waterfall. For 20 rupees, you will get the clothes which you're supposed to wear and get into the water body, and then give those clothes back. So that is not an issue. There are enough changing rooms also. Here also, the feeling of centering within and connecting to the divine was for me very surprising and shocking, because I did not expect it. Beyond this, there is also the Linga Bhairavi temple. Which now, to book your stay, go to cottage.isha.in and try to book the cottage clusters which are nearer to the Dhyanalingam. I booked a Nadi executive which was very comfortably near all the main areas. The rooms are basic and clean, and there are lots of beautiful lawns around. You can see the Velangri hills, and you can have your yoga mat and meditate wherever you want. And even the peacocks and the squirrels are so friendly, they are not afraid of humans. It is definitely a place with a different vibe altogether. You will find people meditating in various corners. You can also have an Ayurveda clinic if you require. Look at this squirrel, so sweet. The Bhiksha hall is open only to the residents. For others, there's a canteen. Now, finally, the more deeper spiritual method to delve into Isha Yoga is to enroll into any of their programs, for which information can be taken from their sadguru.org site. And with this, I'll leave you to your contemplation. And now I will upload the 15-minute of Adi Yogi laser show that I have recorded completely.
Over 15,000 years ago, a being appeared in the upper regions of Himalayas. No one knew who he was, where he came from. The origins of this spectacular being were unknown. When his ecstasy allowed him some movement, he danced wildly. When intensity peaked, he became utterly still. People saw that he was experiencing dimensions that no one had ever known or able to fathom. His ecstasy and intensity allowed him to transcend his physical form. Witnessing an individual human in union with the cosmos, they called him a yogi, as he was the first one, the Adi Yogi. When his stillness lasted for years on end, curious onlookers melted away. Only 7 seekers remained, as they could not tear themselves away from him. He transmitted the profound science of yoga in its full depth and dimension. He expounded 112 methods of attainment, offering his disciples access to the deepest innards of creation. In this magnificent state of yoga, many mysteries of the created and the uncreated cascaded upon his unbridled wild hair. It was a vision of the very core of the cosmos in all its profundity and magnificence, a vision of the unfathomable mysteries of the universe, a most overwhelming vision the sages and Devi Parvati had ever witnessed. Devi Parvati, seeing Adiyogi reveling in ecstatic states, said, "I want to have what you have. Show me the way." Adiyogi absorbed her and made her a part of himself, and hence he is the Ardhanari, the ideal man, where one half of him is woman. Seeing the splendor of this magnificent union, Ghanas, his constant companions, asked, "What about us?" Adiyogi said, "Just drink of me," which drove them into intoxicated raptures. Seven sages, the Saptarishis, took the sacred science of yoga in all its forms to human habitations across the planet, which turned into crucibles of civilization. spectacular being is not of the past, but the future of humanity. To move humanity from hallucinations of ups and downs to nameless ecstasies of one's interiority. Mahadevaya Namaha. Mahadevaya Namaha. Mahadevaya Namaha. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho
Namaskaram. We are glad to announce that cultural offerings and Adiyogi Divyadarshanam will happen every day at 7 p.m. whenever the Adiyogi premises is open.
கலை நிகழ்ச்சிகளும் ஆதியோகி திவ்ய தரிசனமும் ஆதியோகி வளாகம் திறந்திருக்கும்.